This is my garden, and this is my bank account. Yeah, they're both kind of mid. So today, I'm gonna be testing the most viral infinite money glitches, and I won't be stopping until I become a trillionaire. And here we are. As you can see, my shekels aren't looking too hot. So we might as well go ahead and get straight into the first method. And for this one, it looks like it's something called the crab method.
So Growing Garden just added a brand new pet called the crab, with the ability to be able to steal from other players.
Ooh, and I love myself some stealing. This is actually the perfect method for me. And if I'm not mistaken, you get crabs out of the common summer eggs. Yes, right here, a 25% chance. Let's go ahead and buy some of those. I have no money. Well, my wallet sure ain't gonna like this video. And there we go. We got a total of 8 summer eggs now. Let's go ahead and plant them all down. Bruh, and I can only have 5 maxed down at a time. Nothing a little bit of Robux can't solve, am I right? Okay, and now let's see what we'll get. Come on, give me some crabs, please. Starfish, crab, okay. Crab, okay, I'm liking that. Crab, and seagull. That was actually pretty solid, 3 for 5. And we still have 3 more common summer eggs. So let's also go ahead and place those down and then also open those bad boys up. We need a whole crab army up in here. Okay, here we go. Give me some more crabs, please. Seagull, and then starfish. Bruh. Okay, well, I guess we only have 3 crabs. That should be enough, actually. Let's go ahead and place them down. And now, if we go ahead and check out their ability, what they do is every 6 minutes, they go to a random player and pinches them for their money. And then it grants you 266 to 466 shekels. And this server actually looks pretty stacked, so we might be able to get a lot of shekels from here. That's like a massive wasp. Look at it. Okay, but anyways, all we gotta do now is wait for our crabs to do their thing. And it's not too long of a wait, so that's nice. Okay, and here they go. Come on. He's about to pinch this bacon hair. And just like that, we've made 423 shekels. Not too bad, actually. Let's see how much our other crabs got us. Okay, and they got us another, what was that, like 739 shekels? Just like that, within 5 minutes, we've gone from 0 to 1,162. That's actually not too bad, especially since you can just leave them down like doing nothing while you AFK. So I can definitely see why that's an infinite money glitch. However, even though 1,000 is a good amount for doing practically nothing, it's nowhere near a trillion. So it's time to move on to the next infinite money glitch. Also, and actually, before I do that, I'm gonna go ahead and sell all these seagulls. I do not need that much seagulls. Oh, and look at this guy. He's trying to give me some super expensive fruit. Thanks, my man, but I can't accept it. Okay, but anyways, there we go. We got rid of the shekels. So now we can move on to the next infinite money making method. And bro, what is this guy doing? I don't got nothing. I'll give you 1 shekel. 1 trillion. Bro, I can't accept that. Bro, people are too nice. No, sorry, but I can't accept doing a challenge right now. Thanks, though. Appreciate it. Okay, but there we go. I found a new server where people aren't trying to force shekels onto me. So it's for real time to check out the next infinite money method.
The mole is actually insane and nobody's talking about it. It digs up free gear and shekels while you play. And it's not just trash gear either. You can pull anything from the gear shop, from watering cans to lightning rods and even master sprinklers.
Ooh, and okay, wait, if this guy's right, the moles are a super underrated pet. The only issue though is that I kind of don't have any moles. However, I do have pancake moles and they're practically the same thing. If we check out their ability, every 78 seconds digs down underground to find treasure, and then they could dig up gear or shekels. And I think the really good thing about these guys is the gear part, because if we go to the gear shop, they could literally dig up anything. They could dig up watering cans, I'm assuming trading tickets, trowels, recall wrenches, and then the good things, the sprinklers. You know, that got me wondering now if they could dig up Grandmaster sprinklers. That would be crazy if they could. Also, lightning really just struck this position twice. That's crazy. Okay, but anyways, the mole's abilities are about to go off, so let's see what they're all about. Okay, this guy's going first. What is he gonna get me? 970 shekels. Ooh! Ooh, wait, they're already better than the crabs. Another 910 shekels, and then what will the last one give me? 1,000 shekels. Okay, okay. Yeah, these guys are already like 10 times better than the crabs, especially since you don't gotta wait 6 minutes for their cooldown. They only have a 1-minute cooldown, so that's crazy. Okay, and yeah, instead of instantly moving on to the next money-making method, I think I'm gonna let these guys sit for a bit. Yeah, look at that. They're going back down already. Some more shekels. More shekels. And I'm guessing even more shekels from the last one. Yup, 1,100. Ooh, wait, that's the most that I've gotten so far. Bro, I've literally only been at this for like 4 minutes and we're already up to 7,000 shekels. That's pretty solid. Also, sprinklers wise, I currently have 25 basic, 3 godly, 7 master, and that's it. I do not have any grandmaster ones. So yeah, with that being said, I'm gonna let them sit for half an hour and then hopefully we can get a lot more gear within that time. Okay, and after exactly 30 minutes, we did not get any more sprinklers. However, I did get 15 watering cans and then I got 80,000 shekels. So like this second method is like 100 times better than the crabs, especially if you also want to be getting like free gear. Also, I know we're off to a bit of a slow start, but trust me, the methods later on in this video get insane. You don't want to miss them. And with that being said, it's time for the third money-making method. So let's go ahead and pick up all these pancake molds since I will not be needing them no more. Then let's stuff them into the bag. And I'm not gonna lie, this next method has so much potential.
The bamboo method. Clear up your garden and only buy bamboo seeds, and the more the better. Plant as much bamboo as you can within your garden. Buy either water cans or any sprinkler to boost the growth and mutation rate of your bamboo. When the bamboo fully grows, don't extract it just yet. Make sure it has any type of mutation first, like chilled, shock, frozen, and wet.
Okay, so yeah, as you just saw, we need bamboo and we need lots of it. So let's go ahead and TP to the seed shop and then hope there's some in stock. Bruh, there's no bamboo, but there's 4 cactus seeds? That's crazy. Okay, yeah, luckily the seed shop resets in 30 seconds, so let's just wait for that. And still no bamboo. That reminds me though, I might already have some. I do, 558. Wait, why do I have so much? I didn't buy any of these with Robux. Why do I actually have so much? Okay, but anyways, as the video also said, it's set to place as many sprinklers down as possible to help with the mutation chance. So let's go ahead and place an advanced one down, a basic, and then a godly one down. And I'm actually gonna save my master ones for later. So now let's just go ahead and place some bamboo down, and there's no shot I'm gonna place down all 500 pieces, so I'm gonna just keep spamming until I think we have a good amount. Okay, and there you go. That should actually be plenty. I planted down so much I'm actually stuck here, bro. How do I get out? I'm literally stuck. Okay, there we go. And now, like the video said, I just gotta wait for it to stack up some mutations before I pick it up. So to hopefully help with that, let's go ahead and pick up all my carrots, along with my blueberries. And then let's also go ahead and destroy my blueberry bushes, just so the chances of the bamboo getting the mutations is a lot higher. And there we go. Let's just go ahead and sell my inventory. I doubt it'll even be 20k. 90k. Ooh, wait. Shocked carrots are low-key goated. Okay, but yeah, all we gotta do now is wait for these pieces of bamboo to stack up loads of mutations. And a rain event literally just started. That's actually perfect. So yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and give all my bamboo about an hour and then see how many mutations they can get in that time. Okay, and it's been right about an hour, and I'm not gonna lie, this might actually be the method. Look at our stacks of bamboo. A bunch of them got shocked, wet, and then we even got a few Aurora ones. Like, that's actually crazy. There's literally been like 3 thunderstorms within the last 3 hours. Oh, and yeah, I forgot to mention this earlier, but if you go towards the center, it's like a little jail cell, so that's pretty cool. So now let's go ahead and pick them all up. And before I sell the bunch, how much is an Aurora one worth? I want to sell this. 332,000. Wait a minute. We're about to make so much. How about a shocked one? I want to sell this. 490k. Oh, let's just go ahead and sell my full inventory now. Might as well. 4.5 million. Okay, yeah, that's actually a really solid method, especially if you're just starting out. Even though we're already at 5 million shekels, though, that's only like 0.0000005% of the way to a trillion. So we might as well go ahead and move on to the next method. And for this one, we gotta go ahead and jump to a public server. And this method is actually pretty self-explanatory. It's stealing. And I know, nobody likes themselves a robber, but it's for the video. I kind of gotta do it, you know? And luckily for me, the people in this server are rich. 35 trillion, 2 trillion, 6.5 billion, and then 293 million. And I gotta be sneaky about this because if someone sees me going to their garden, they're gonna like insta leave. Not gonna lie though, this garden over here is looking mad fine. An Ember Lily already worth 18 million? That's not bad, but what else does this guy have? There has to be something better if he has trillions. He has giant pine cones, mangoes, bamboos, burning buds, beanstalks, elder strawberries, lucky bamboo, sakura bushes. Wait, what? When did they add this? I've never seen this. Okay, so that guy, his most expensive thing so far is 18 million. There is 2 other people on the server though, so before I yoink anything, let's go ahead and check out their gardens. Just at a glance, it doesn't look like there's anything good in this guy's garden. And same with this one. How much is that gold giant pine cone worth? Oh, wait, 258 million. This guy doesn't see me, right? Let's just shimmy around back, if you know what I mean. Bro, I'm sorry, my mans, but I gotta do this. I gotta leave the server quick before he finds out. And now we join a new server and repeat the process. Just like that though, we got our first fruit worth 256 billion. Ooh, and what did I just spawn into? A taco fern, shocked, celestial, windstruck, frozen, and sandy? That's only 28 million though? That's low-key underwhelming. Like that won't even get me anywhere near a billion. Whoa, why do these rosy delights have so much mutations on them? Oh yeah, and before I continue, I think it's important to note that for this method, I'm gonna just go until I'm out of Robux. I have around 600 Robux right now, so that's like a total of 15 plants that I can steal. And I'm not gonna lie, I need to find something in the billions before I steal anything else. Ooh, wait, low-key, there's no shot this Rosy Delight ain't worth a lot, right? Tempestus, Shocked, Aromatic, Celestial, Paradisal, Frozen, Sandy, Moonlit, Tranquil, and Pollinated. Thank you, my friend. Your donation will be appreciated. Wait, I just saw something worth a lot. 735 million, I need it. Wait, take it, he's here. Bruh, he says. Come on, seal it quick before he leaves. Nice, and now I got a dip. Bro, and just like that, we got this Tempestus, Shocked, Aurora, and who knows what else, Ember Lily. And look at its worth. I want to sell this. 735 million. Bro, I'm not gonna lie. I know what I said earlier, but I low-key feel bad stealing stuff. This burn and bud, though, another 700 million. Bro, I'm sorry, but you gotta do what you gotta do. I don't make the rules for this challenge. And another one? Why not? And another one worth 128 mil? Why not? One worth 285 mil? Yes, please. Bro, and I'm not gonna lie, I ended up feeling so bad that I just server hopped, but I just joined this new server, and let's just say I'm gonna go back to stealing because look at this guy's garden. Holy, what is that? That's not what I was looking at. Look at this guy's Rosie's Delight. They're worth 10 billion each. Oh wait, that one's only worth 1 billion. I'm sorry, my boy, but I'm gonna have to be borrowing this. Yoink. It wasn't me, trust. I'm just Sam. Okay, wait, I gotta sneak up and steal the other one. Another billion? Yes, please. Okay, and this should take me to well over 10 billion if I'm not mistaken. Let's go ahead and sell my inventory. And 13 billion. Bro, the guy I just stole from literally has that massive bone blossom with who knows how many mutations. 10 billion is nothing for him. And literally after only one server hop, look at this. We got some more massive burning buds. 410 million. And then I saw one worth like a couple billion. And conveniently, there's just a burning bud ladder here. Okay, and wait, I got an idea actually. So this isn't like full-on stealing, but if we check this guy's burning bud, he has rainbow on it, chocolate, aromatic, and then cloud touched. The rainbow part is like really overpowered, but the other mutations are kind of mediocre if I'm being honest. So that got me wondering, do I have a shocked mutation spray? I do not. Let's go ahead and run to the gear shop or the crafting table, and then let's go ahead and buy a shocked mutation spray. And the guy's still here. Perfect. Wait, and then no, I'm not gonna have enough Robux to steal it. Okay, this is gonna be my last steal of the video. or well of this method. So let's go ahead and inconspicuously go back up to the top of the burn-in bud. Make sure to spray the right one. And then let's also steal this one. And oh, look at this thing. It's huge. Bro, I'm literally like a helicopter. Wait, and there's another rainbow shock burning bud? Oh, wait, no, I think I picked up the wrong one originally. Wait, steal this one quick. Bro, yeah, this other one's like really mid. How much is this first one that I stole worth? Only 14 mil. Bro, I stole the wrong one originally. Okay, but anyways, let's go ahead and sell the other one. And yeah, look at that, 6 mil. With that, we're up to 20 billion shekels, and we've officially completed the stealing method. And I'm not gonna lie, for effectiveness, I rate this one a 10 out of 10. The only downside is that it uses a lot of Robux, and I kind of feel bad stealing from random helpless people. However, I will have to dock it down some points just because it can take a while to find a good server. With the stealing method complete though, it's time to move on to the next one.
If you didn't know, we got a ton of brand new reward items you can get from the new pig NPC. But players were confused that the rarest item is a cosmetic stack of pancakes. And players just discovered these pancakes have a hidden ability that attracts nearby pets. Combining this with the mooncat method, and you can get massive fruit!
Okay, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this one's the one that I was really excited for because I want to make myself some absolutely ginormous fruits. And I luckily do have 4 pancake stacks, so where should I place them? And I think around this place should actually be good, like right here in the center. And I could be wrong, but I'm assuming the more pancakes you have, the better, honestly. So let's go ahead and just stack them all in one place, and actually, like, I'll move them like right next to each other, just so like they have a bit more range, you know? There we go. We have 4 pancakes now. And the seed that I'm actually going to be doing this method with is going to be none other than the bone blossom. So let's go ahead and plant it down right there. And then before I place any mooncats down, let's go ahead and hit a grow wall. And okay, we got a pretty decently sized bone blossom tree. Then let's go ahead and place down all the mooncats. Oh, and yeah, this method is definitely working. Look at how much mooncats are like staying by the pancakes over here. Bro, and as soon as I say that, all the mooncats leave. Also, for this method, instead of continuously using grow alls, what I'm instead gonna do is pull out Triceratops and then plop him down. Because what he does is every 3 minutes, he rams into 3 random plants and advances their growth by 33 minutes. So it's just like a pocket grow wall, you know? Okay, and look at how effective this method is. Literally 4 mooncats sleeping right next to each other. And just for reference, this is how big the bone blossoms that the grow wall grew. They're pretty small, right? Let's actually go ahead and pick one up. 4 kgs. Okay, yeah, that's pretty tiny. Oh yeah, also to actually make this as efficient as possible, I gotta go ahead and pick up all my mooncats, and then I can only place them down after our Triceratops cooldown has gone to 1 minute and 15 seconds. And that's just so the Triceratops will actually hit the bone blossom and advance its growth while the mooncats are sleeping in its radius, you know? Okay, and there we go. It's about time. Let's go ahead and place down all our mooncats quickly. And now I just gotta be patient. Also, look at how much mooncats are bunched up. 5 of them. Let's actually go ahead and get a trowel ready just in case I gotta move it a bit, you know? Okay, we still got 2. Let's go ahead and put it right there. And then we gotta pick up all the bone blossoms. No way, it's too tall. Bruh, and the bone blossom tree was too tall, so I couldn't pick them all up in time. Okay, here, wait. Let's go ahead and reclaimer the bone blossom. Then let's go ahead and plant it down again. And hopefully I get a smaller one this time, like a smaller bone blossom tree. Okay, yeah, that's a lot better. I can reach them all this time. So now let's just go ahead and once again pick up all the mooncats and then wait for Fernando's timer to go down to 1 minute and 15 seconds. Okay, and here we go. It's go time. Let's go ahead and place all the mooncats down once again. And these pancake stacks are actually so overpowered. Look at how much mooncats we have over here. Okay, and there we go. Their abilities are about to go off. Let's go ahead and pick up all the bone blossoms. And oh, wait, yeah, that's a lot bigger. Okay, but yeah, just for reference, let's go ahead and pick up this big bone blossom, and it's 12.62 kgs. And then we also got another 12 kg one. So like from that little test, we got 2 12 kg bone blossoms, while compared to the old ones that I just grew all is only 3.49 kgs. So it like 3.5x the size of the original bone blossoms. Okay, yeah, that's actually such a big boost. What's the value difference like though? So these 3.5 kgs ones sell for 270k. Oh, wait, that's crazy. What about these 13 kg ones? 3.5 mil base prize. It has no mutations and it's still relatively small. I forgot how good bone blossoms are. Okay, yeah, this method is definitely good though. So I think for now, I'm gonna go ahead and do it once more and then move on to the next method, because later on in the video, I'm gonna be combining multiple methods to get absolutely ginormous bone blossoms. Like, I want to get the biggest bone blossoms ever made. So for now, let's go ahead and place Fernando down once again. Then let's wait for his cooldown to go down. Then let's go ahead and place all our mooncats down. Okay, and there we go. Now that they started sleeping, let's go ahead and pick up the bone blossoms. And I actually got to destroy this one because it's not done. Same with this other one. Okay, there we go. And here comes the Triceratops. Oh, okay, and yeah, these are the biggest ones we've gotten so far. How much are they worth? So we got two 18 kg ones and then a 25 kg one. 14 million, just like that. Okay, that's actually crazy. Okay, and yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that method is actually really good. I'm gonna be coming back to it later, but tweaking something, if you know what I mean. But for now, it's time to move on to the second to last method. And for this one, we actually have to go back to a public server. And this is also another method that is pretty self-explanatory. It's called the raccoon method. So let's go ahead and place our raccoons down. And I unfortunately only have 4 of them right now, but that'll do. And if you didn't know, what raccoons do is every 14 minutes, they go to another player's plot and then steals a random crop. So it's like exactly what I was doing earlier, but I don't gotta feel bad since it like duplicates it. Also, even though I don't have a full 8 raccoons, I do also have 2 mimic octopuses. So I will also be going ahead and placing those down. And now I just gotta wait for their cooldowns to go down. Also, look at this mega raccoon that I got. It's literally so big. It's literally like 3-4 times my size. And it's also only level 50. So imagine how big it's gonna be when it's age 100. And before their abilities actually go off, I'm gonna go ahead and find a new server. Because this server isn't bad, but like it's not great by any means either. Like the 2 best things are these burning buds, and they're only like 30 and 20 million, which isn't the greatest if I'm being honest. Also, I know how I just said my raccoon was big, but look at that dinosaur or dinosaurs. They're huge. Yo, and after a few server hops, look at what I just found. Bro, no! Somebody just stole the huge bone blossom. Bruh, there's like a massive bone blossom worth like 1 trillion. Now there's only this other one worth 692 billion, which is still really good. So now I just gotta hope that this guy's still in the game when my raccoon's abilities go off. Loki, I'm gonna ask him if he wants to stay in here until my raccoon's abilities go off. Rip, can you stay in the game until my raccoon's abilities go off, please? Also, I find it crazy how that Rip guy is trading with the Creekcraft guy that stole his bone blossom. Like, I would not let that slide. This guy right here is literally the guy who stole his bone blossom. No, thank you. I'm declining your trade, bud. Okay, and yeah, there's only 11 minutes to our raccoon's abilities go off. I just need this other guy to stay in the game, please. Bruh. And the guy's still here, but the other guy literally just stole his bone blossom. So now this other one, only worth 78 billion, is the only one he has left. Bruh, and he just stole the last one. I gotta find a new server now. Okay, and that took literally like half an hour of server hopping, but we finally found another fruit worth a good amount. Look at that sugar glaze. It's literally worth 8.5 billion. And then the other 2 people on the server really don't got anything. This guy just had one massive carrot, and I say had because he just left. And is that a rainbow dragonfly? Bruh. I literally just spent half an hour looking for this server and he just leaves. Okay, yeah, I'm a low-key server hop for another half an hour and then I don't know, I'll see from there. Okay, and yes, after like another 10 minutes of server hopping, we finally found another good server. Look at this. This guy has a sugar apple worth 18 billion and then another one worth 56 billion. Ooh, I wish I could steal those, but we're past that method now. And I'm not gonna lie, this guy's garden is low-key super stacked. Like everything in there is worth billions, if not hundreds of millions. So now we just gotta wait for our raccoons to do their thing. Okay, and here we go. Their abilities are about to go off, but the really rich guy left. Like, I'm still gonna follow Vivi to see what she gets, but I'm not really hopeful, especially when she's going over to this guy's garden. Yeah, look at that, an unmutated beanstalk. Bruh, and I just picked up my bone blossom on accident. Whoopsie. How much is this worth? 75k. Yeah, as I thought, it's not worth much. Yeah, I think it's time to move on to the next method. While the raccoon method is really good, it's just not good for public servers. You'll see what I mean later. So for now, it's time for the final method.
This is the most OP bone blossom method. First, place down the triceratops. Now quickly place 5 or more mooncats. When their timer hits 10 seconds, harvest all the old small bone blossom. Immediately place the Grandmaster Sprinkler along with all the other sprinklers. And boom! Wait for them to mutate, then harvest it.
Okay, and I know what I said earlier, but this one's actually the one that I'm most excited for, just because I want some absolutely massive giant bone blossoms. To actually do the glitch though, or the method, we need some Grandmaster Sprinklers, and I unfortunately don't have any. They're 279 Robux each. Why are they taxing? Okay, let's just buy a total of 3 of them, since I don't think I'll need much more than that. Okay, and there we go. Now that we got the Grandmaster Sprinklers, we honestly just gotta repeat what we were doing earlier. So let's go ahead and pull out the Mooncats and Triceratops again. Let's put all the other stuff back into my inventory. Then let's pick up all the Mooncats. And now I just gotta wait for the Triceratops ability to go down to a minute. Oh, and yeah, I'm also gonna be leaving the pancake stacks, since even though that's not part of this method, it'll help all the Mooncats group together. Okay, and there you go. His timer finally dropped. Let's go ahead and place all the Mooncats. And then since I know they're all going to be around this location, I'm going to just go ahead and place all the sprinklers down now. So let's place the Grandmaster, the Master, the Advanced, the Godly, and then finally the basic one. Also, I just remembered that the Grandmaster Sprinkler is also going to help the Mooncat's abilities. So that's going to make this method even more OP. So now I just got to wait for the Mooncats to sleep. And let's actually get my trowel ready, just in case. I don't think I'll have to move it, but you never know. Okay, let's move it like, holy, like right here. Then let's pick everything up. Wait, right here. Come on, Triceratops. Oh, wait, that's like in the middle of everything. Oh, I'm stuck. Wait, the plants are so big that I'm stuck. Did I really just do that first try? Bro, wait, I need a magnifying glass. Stat. Bro, 500 million base price. That's actually insane. What? Okay, let's go ahead and favorite tool that. And then all the other ones are not as big. So let's actually go ahead and get my trowel back out and then rotate this like towards the back. Bro, nah, getting that big bone blossom first try is crazy. I can't even lie. Bro, I genuinely can't even see anything. Bro, look how much mooncats are here. 6 in one location. Okay, this is gonna be hard to figure out how to move this. I can't even lie. Bro, yeah, because like anything I do, I get stuck. Also, I just realized our Triceratops ability is about to go off. So let's go ahead and pick up all the mooncats so I can place them back down after. Because I still have 5 minutes on my Godly and then Master Sprinkler. So I should be able to do like 2 more tries. Okay, and there we go. The timer hit 1minute 20 seconds. So let's go ahead and once again put down all my mooncats. And now I just gotta wait a minute and hope I get some bigger ones. But like, I'm not gonna lie, getting this massive one first try is crazy work. Okay, and here we go. Let's get my trowel ready. Their cooldown is about to go down. And there's not as many over here this time. Oh, wait, right over here. Pick them all up. Right here. Okay, and this time around, we didn't get any too big bone blossoms. So I think I'm gonna try again like 1 or 2 more times because we still got a bit of time on our Grandmaster Sprinkler, and then we'll go from there. So with that being said, let's go ahead and pick up all our mooncats again. And then let's actually move this to the back just so that I can actually see, you know? Because right now I kind of can't. And now while we wait for our Triceratops' ability to go back down, let's go ahead and place down one of each sprinklers again. Okay, and yeah, we still have plenty of time on the Master and Grandmaster. You love to see it. Let's place the Godly, Basic, and then here actually I'm gonna like place a few basics down just because the range is a lot smaller. And then finally let's place the Advanced one. And let's also do the same thing with that. Let's place 2 of those down. And now I just gotta wait 30 seconds to place all of our mooncats down. And I'm still shocked that we got that ginormous bone blossom first try. That's 500 million base value. Okay, but here we go. Let's go ahead and place all our mooncats down once again and then get our trowel ready. Okay, and here we go. I need one that's 1 billion base price, no cap. Let's go ahead and pick up our bone blossom, and now we just gotta wait for them to sleep. Okay, and it looks like right here will probably be the best. Let's go ahead and pick them all up, and then let's actually move it like right here. Come on, Triceratops, do your thing. Bruh, how did we get smaller ones? Okay, and now that I think about it, for now, this is probably the best we'll be getting, and I am not complaining because this thing is absolutely like huge. I'm actually speechless. Look at how big it is. And now before we move on to the second part of the method, let's go ahead and see how much of those bone blossoms that I picked up are worth. So we got a gold chilled one that's like huge. How much is that worth? 1.6 billion. Holy. Yeah, let's just go ahead and sell my inventory. Another billion. Let's go. Okay, but yeah, now it's time to start mutating this bone blossom up. And the video said to wait for it to mutate, but I can do better than that. To start off, let's go ahead and get one of my alts in here so that I can place a chocolate sprinkler along with a honey sprinkler. And just like that, it's already worth 2.5 billion. So now the next thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is pull out the mutation sprays. And they're not any crazy ones, but you'll see why I'm doing this here in a bit. So we got a windstruck one, and then we also have a wet mutation spray, and then what's the last one that I should put on it? Cloud touched. I have 26 of those. And the reason that I'm doing this is because it now has 5 mutations, meaning if I place a butterfly down, it'll turn this bone blossom into a rainbow bone blossom. And the reason that rainbow is so OP is because it's a base mutation. So for example, if this bone blossom had a rainbow as a base mutation and then chocolate, windstruck, wet, honey glaze, and cloud touch as weather mutations, it would be worth 250 billion. That's literally $250 billion right there. And that's just for like the middest mutations ever. The only downside to the butterfly is that it has a 30-minute cooldown. However, there's a workaround to that. I can go ahead and place a queen bee down, which will refresh its ability in only 19 minutes. So we save about like 11 minutes, which isn't bad. Oh, and yeah, also the butterfly's ability doesn't work on stuff that's favorited. So let's go ahead and pull out my favorite tool and unfavorite the bone blossom. And now I just gotta be patient and not accidentally pick up the bone blossom because I would genuinely cry. We literally got that first try, which is still like mind-boggling. I don't know how we did it. Okay, and here we go. The queen bee's ability is about to go off. Come on, do your thing, queen bee. Okay, nice. There it is. Rainbow flutter. Now it's your turn, butterfly. And just like that, our giant bone blossom is rainbow now. Bro, that thing looks so crazy. And it has a 20 billion base price. Let's go ahead and favorite tool that thing quick. There we go. Now I can't accidentally pick it up. And now comes the good part. It's time to put some mutations on it. So let's go ahead and run towards the crafting table. And then let's go ahead and buy myself a shock mutation spray. And before I go ahead and put the shock mutation spray on it, I'm gonna go ahead and join back on my alt so that I can place another chocolate sprinkler along with another honey sprinkler. And with only those 2 mutations, it's already worth 128 billion. So now let's go ahead and put the shocked on it. And then I'm also gonna put an amber mutation spray on it. And finally, I'm gonna go ahead and put a bunch of other random mutation sprays that I have onto it. And just like that, our bone blossom is worth literally 3 trillion. But we still haven't passed the trillion money mark yet. So remember what I said earlier about raccoons, that they weren't good in the public server? Well, they're pretty good in the private server, because since I'm the only other person in this server, my alt account can only steal stuff from my garden if I give it my raccoons. Also, I thought the bone blossoms that I had on this account were big, but the most expensive one is only 2.7 million, and look at how much mutations it has. This one has a fraction of its mutations, and it's already worth more than the most expensive one over here. Okay, but with that being said, I'm gonna go ahead and give all my raccoons to my alt account. Same with my mimic octopuses. And then I'm also gonna give it a kitsune so that it can get the corrupt chakra. Or not the corrupt chakra, the chakra mutation. And then I'm gonna place all those pets down on my alt account. And then from my alt account, I'm gonna give my main account a lobster thermidor, a junk bot, and then 2 corrupted kitsunes. And then if I place those pets down on my main account, my bone blossoms can get even more mutations now. And if you didn't know what the lobster thermidor does, it's actually really overpowered. Every 14 minutes, there's a 20% chance a nearby fruit becomes molten, and then every 30 minutes, there's a 10% chance a nearby fruit becomes meteoric. And meteoric is another 125x. so that would be crazy if we can get that. Okay, but yeah, with that being said, all I gotta do now is wait for our raccoons on my alt account to do their thing, and then I can transfer those bone blossoms from my alt to my main. Okay, and after AFKing for about half an hour, we got a bunch of like tiny bone blossoms, and we only got one massive one, and all the really small ones don't really matter, so let's just go ahead and gift myself the big one, and then let's go ahead and sell it. And bro, like half the map literally just disappeared. I want to sell this 3.2 trillion, just like that. Okay, yeah, out of all the methods, the Grandmaster one is definitely the best. If you only have enough time to do one, I would definitely do that one. Just like that, we've completed the challenge. Also, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 100K.